Morning. Morning. Look at that. Can you see it? How bright that sunrise is. What else I was going to say? Oh, morning rampage. My goodness. Yay! Yay, world. School go back today. I really do send my love to all the kiddie winks. I hope you have a great day. Oh, and to all of the parents, well done. Well done. Look at my spot here. Oh my God, I look awful. Just horrendous. I'm going to have a bath and sort my face out. Oh. Yeah, so there was a few things. That was one of them. The next point is we can't give them a reason to go into another lockdown. We can't. You know they're itching for it. I've decided I'm going to be on super sleuth mode today. Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Sherlock Holmes. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm looking at the numbers. I don't really like talking about it because it's just a massive scam. But I'm looking at the numbers and the lengths that they're going to with these kids getting, how many times are they getting tested a week? Those companies that are selling those tests, I'm going to find out who they are. I've decided I'm going to read the budget in detail with a tooth comb, and then I'm going to look at because they've got to list their suppliers on the government website. So I'm going to go through and find out who these companies are that are going to be making an absolute fortune from this, from the kids going back to school. And it just doesn't make sense, as we already know. So there's that under control. It's all good. Then I'll tell you what. Oh, Rangers. Yay, win. Woo woo. So that's a side note. I was just watching the news. And there's a new drug which has been approved for babies with, spinal muscular atrophy, SMA, right? So anything of this nature, I have to find out what it is. So it's called Zolgensma. Okay, apparently it's some kind of miracle drug. Revolutionary, they're calling it. The cost, right? And it's not, this isn't to say that it should, because they were basically saying that the NHS has just bought how many doses to give children, which is great, right? Listen to the cost of it, though. The cost of this drug for one dose is $2.1 million for one dose. So I'm going to read this to you because it has some interesting information. Swiss drug maker Novartis recently launched a lottery-style program to allocate 3 doses of Zolgensma. It's groundbreaking treatment for children with spinal muscular atrophy. Now, if you remember what I said yesterday, don't forget, since 1993, they've known every single gene in it, exactly what it does, and then they've already, designed the drugs to, right? Lots of countries haven't approved it. Zolgensma is inaccessible because most countries haven't approved it. The prohibitive cost has been a source of criticism since the drug was approved. In a letter to the US Food and Drug Administration, acting commissioner, 5 US senators, including presidential hopefuls Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, accused Avixis, the subsidiary of Novartis, responsible for the actual drug, for falsifying fucking data, testing data, to gain FDA approval. And they've just approved it over here, and they're going to be giving it out, mate. Listen, it smacks pharmaceuticals industry privilege and greed. Oh, surprise, surprise, surprise. Meanwhile, the Boston-based Institute for Clinical and Economic Review, a research group that evaluates drug pricing, claims that Novartis could reasonably price it at $310,000 to $900,000 per dose. Right? So that's 1.2 million to 1.8 million less for a start. Hello, it's just like ching ching. They're like, they're looking at us like we're just money makers to them. They don't give a shit. They do not give a shit. Like most breakthrough drugs, Zolgensma's price reflects the high cost of its development and value. Discovering and bringing this is the bit that stood out to me. Bear with me. Where am I? This is the bit that stood out because discovering and bringing revolutionary medicine to market takes billions of dollars. Those who call on drug companies to reduce their prices or the government to do so for them might not consider that while the price control might make drugs cheaper now, they'd forestall the development of new treatments down the line. I'd also like to say that these drugs have already been created. They're sat there waiting on the patents pending list. Yes, this is all bullshit. SMA is a rare condition. It affects 8,000 to 10,000 people worldwide. People with the most severe form of SMA have difficulty feeding, swallowing, holding heads, and breathing. They suffer from frequent respiratory infections. Those with intermediate SMA survive into childhood. Last May, FDA approved Zolgensma for use in patients under 2. Single dose replaces the function of the missing genes. There was wait. There's a bit about how the drugs in this. I'm going to put a link to this article because there's a bit about very specifically that states that drugs take 10 years and billions of dollars to create. Yeah? 10 years. But they managed to create 3 vaccines. How many? 3, 4? In a year. Less than 9 months. Really? Because they weren't just sat there, were they? Anyway, so I'll put this in. Sorry. I'm on one today. So yeah, ultimately my and I tell you who I did want to, the Pope. Big up Iraq. Or the Pope went there. It's just been on a 4-day visit. Sending the positivity vibes. So that's good. It's unheard of, apparently. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Peace. Big up. And then what's the other? There was this other thing. Listen to me. Equatorial Guinea I hope everyone is okay. They've had several explosions at an army base, and they're saying it's dynamite. They badly handled dynamite. How can explain? I don't understand. I don't understand. Surely, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to do some investigating today. Let's put it that way. I've got a fire in my belly. I have a bath. Oh, I failed my. I went all on the. Oh, that I'm going to start my juicing and all that today, which I am still going to do liquids, but I failed immediately because I had a coffee without even thinking about it, and I was supposed to do no caffeine. Never mind. Just going to do liquids. Start off easy, ease myself into it. But yeah, I hope everyone has a glorious day, whatever they're doing. And I'm going to crack on with my investigations. I feel like, you know Miss Marple with the keyboard. I swear to God. Listen. Yeah, got this. Smashing it out of the park. Right then, that was my morning rampage. Enjoy the rest of your morning. Love you.